Hello everyone, this is our 2022 Honda Civic Si with 11,692 miles. Beautiful sonic gray paint. It's a really interesting paint because if you're more than maybe 5 feet away, it just looks like a kind of a regular pastel gray. Just like a really flat, lifeless color, but the second you get close to it, you can see the pearl, the color shift to green a little bit, all the metallic flake in there. When the sun is on it, it's a really, really diverse, just a dynamic color. It's really, really interesting. It's definitely something you have to see. I definitely think I'm a pretty decent photographer, but I honestly don't think any kind of photos will do this car justice. It's definitely a color you have to see for yourself as the light shifts across it. I don't think my little GoPro here is gonna really pick it up properly either. Anywho, looking at the cosmetic condition of the car, front end looks great, very, very few blemishes on it. The only ones I really see are, oh, well, that was like a spider web, so I guess none. The front end looks awesome, I don't see any flaws. The hood looks great as well, no scratches, dents, nothing like that. Front driver's side fender, no marks, no issues there. Front driver's side wheel, no rash, no chips. Driver's side mirror cap, no marks whatsoever, very impressive. Front driver's side door, looks great. I do apologize for the wind if that's getting picked up at all. It is a windy Oklahoma day here today and I'm just out here trying my best, so please bear with me. Rear driver's side door doesn't have any flaws, except for that small scratch. Feels like it's through the paint, my nail catches on it, so that one is a little bit deep. Driver's side rear quarter panel, no issues there, looks great. Rear driver's side wheel, small chip there, really insignificant, not a big deal. Moving around to the back, looking at the back bumper. Thought I saw something, but I guess not. Back bumper looks fantastic. I don't see any scratches, dents, anything like that. Tinted taillights to match the gloss black accents throughout the car. Face of the trunk lid looks great. No flaws there. Top of the trunk lid, also flawless. No marks anywhere there. Rear passenger quarter panel, no flaws, no blemishes. Rear passenger wheel looks great, no flaws. Rear passenger door looks really good, no marks there. Front passenger door, excuse my shadow, got some harsh light out here today. Front passenger door doesn't have any defects. Passenger mirror, we've got a handful of incredibly tiny rock chips that you will probably never notice in person. I think the mirror looks excellent. Front passenger fender, no marks. Front passenger wheel, excellent shape, no issues. Typically I'd walk around the vehicle from a 1 foot distance to give you a better big picture idea of the overall condition of the vehicle. However, this vehicle doesn't really have any flaws. There's nothing that stands out. I mean, it has like what, maybe 1 or 2 rock chips. It has a scratch, and I think that's really it. So maybe by me walking around from a wider perspective, you can appreciate the overall design and aesthetic of the car. There's not really anything to see as far as blemishes go. And typically I try and walk around it pretty close so that way you can try and gauge what you might notice if you were to own the car yourself. But there's not really anything to notice. This is an insanely clean Civic. It's really wild to think about how far Honda's come. When I start pointing out the tech, it's kind of wild that that's in a Honda Civic. So the door panels mostly are this kind of harder ABS plastic, does have gloss black trim in there, some nice kind of squishy cloth, and really interesting textured accent pieces with red lines in there, typical to the SI lineage. Seats look great. Red center sections, red contrast stitching in the black. They are manual seats. Do have all-weather Civic floor mats. one-touch windows in the front. Back are just regular power windows. Push button start. Make sure the clutch is in because we do have a 6-speed manual transmission. Engage cluster is happy when we start the car. There's no warning lights or anything like that. You have single zone automatic climate control. The AC blows ice cold, thankfully. It is a warm day out here today. We have different driving modes. You have, let's see here, individual, which is programmable. You can change the settings for that. Sport and normal. Does have 2 USB type A's and a 180 watt 12 volt port off to the right. Electronic parking brake, cup holders, shifter's in excellent condition. Front passenger seat looks great. No flaws there. Passenger door panel looks really good. Dash looks great, no flaws there. I mean, the steering wheel doesn't have any wear on it. The car has really low miles at only 11,692, so there's not really wear to be concerned about. Engine start button illuminates red. It looks kind of orange in the video, but it is red. You have smartphone integration, Bluetooth, satellite, radio, all kinds of nice features there, and it does actually have Bose audio, which is neat. I feel like most Civics throughout the years just haven't really had a premium audio option. And I think it's nice that they've teamed up with Bose to supply that. Oh, also, before I forget, we do have lane keep assist, lane departure warning, distance pacing cruise control, and we do have collision avoidance detection, collision warning, whatever you want to call it. Media controls here on the left, rain sensing wipers. I'm sorry, it does not have rain sensing wipers. That's just interval. I apologize for that. So let's check out the back seat. So because this is their more compact sedan, I'm not super hopeful I'm gonna have a ton of room back here. So let's see, the Accord is definitely way bigger. I am extremely surprised. So I have the front seat adjusted to where I would normally be driving it from. And there's probably a solid like 3 to 4 inches from my knees to the seat back. There's a ton of room back here. I'm super comfortable. For this to be like their more compact sedan offering, this is pretty wild. I was not expecting that. We do have all-weather floor mats back here as well. So that's awesome. You can be rest assured your passengers will be comfortable because this car definitely uses the interior space pretty efficiently. Oh, also it does have blind spot assist and auto-dimming mirrors. I'd say the biggest letdown on this car, the thing that I'm most upset about, for those of you who like to watch these walk around videos, you guys know how I feel about hood props. This is in the 70s. Why do we have that? It needs hood struts. Come on, Honda. So here's our 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, front wheel drive, turbocharger is there. Super clean engine bay. Runs and drives really smooth. Makes a surprising amount of power for a little 1.5 liter. It will surprise you. I was definitely not expecting the torque output that this car has, but it feels really good. And the cool thing about this car is that it makes what feels like a ton of torque. I don't know what the actual number is. Feels like a pretty significant amount. But the EPA rates this is 27 city, 37 freeway, which is insane. Those numbers are huge. That is like the epitome of gas engine efficiency. That is beyond impressive. So that's really cool that you get the fun, kind of spirited driving aspect of a car that is that efficient. It's super roomy, has lots of tech. This is such a fantastic car with very, very little compromise for car enthusiasts who want to have fun and road gears. Don't want to spend a ton of money on fuel, and might have kids or family that they drive around regularly too. This is an amazing car that checks all of those boxes. So that is our 2022 Honda Civic Si. If you have any further questions, please feel free to check out this car on our website at exoticmotorsportsok.com. Thank you for watching.